Hello YouTube, Mike the Gambling Guy here. Welcome back. For those of you that have just subscribed or first time here, I encourage you to subscribe. I appreciate those that have. And today we're going to continue to do the dance. So from here I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to choose a table. The one I'm actually going to jump into is Baccarat Squeeze. It gives me more time to talk. So what is the dance? It's mirrors and no mirrors, right? So this is your first time seeing it. You're going to quickly go over it. So here we have, down here on the bead plate row, the bottom left-hand corner, we've got two that matched. They mirrored each other. Two more that mirrored each other, that's our trigger. And then here we actually had a win because now it didn't mirror. So I would have bet that in the third and fourth positions. If it's already in a streak, I let it go and I wait for a trigger in the third and fourth positions. All right. So now we have a no mirror here. So what's the bankroll methodology that I use? It's pinned here in my spreadsheet. So this is using a $1 unit. It's a total bankroll of $346. All right. So if your first bet's going to be 1 unit, second bet's going to be 2 units. Okay, that means now we're waiting for another trigger because we only bet 2 in a row. And then we'd be 4 units and then 4 units. So if we get to this 4-unit bet, I have to win twice, right? If I get down here to this step to 10, previously I said that actually recovers all of your losses and gets you gain, and it doesn't. 4 plus 4 plus 2, it actually just recovers these 3 steps here, so then you'd be back at needing to get at least another unit. So it actually would start me here again at the 2. That'd be the right place to be. Or you could just go, okay, we're just going to get back to that base unit, and you'd actually be okay with that. We'd be down 1 unit at that point when you get that 10. But if you get down here to this 10, well, then you definitely are going to have to win twice. And the same with anything below this, is you're going to have to win that position twice. So there's 13 steps. And with my bankroll, I'm actually playing this a little bit differently. So for every $1,000 that you have in your bankroll, that's a $3 bet. So here we have a no, we're looking for a yes. So this is going to be our first bet that we're able to make on this table because we had a no mirror, and we're looking for it to mirror. And it's going to be the same for bets 3 and 4 in this position here. Looking for this to mirror on the bead plate road. And I simply call this the dance. And the reason why it's the dance is because we're looking for it to go back and forth, right? We're looking for just to do the 2-step here. And with this one, you can see we get to reveal our own cards before she reveals them. It's a little bit different of this is the control squeeze, I guess, meaning that we get the control. So let's see what the player has. Now we can see what the bankers got. So we did not win that one, 3-0. So now we're going to be going to the second unit, second bet. Right, for that, I'm just going to click repeat and double. So now we're 2 on the banker. Again, we're looking for this to match, to mirror. It's that simple. You just wait for your triggers, and then for me, because I'm playing on Evolution, got quite a few tables available to me, and I'm only looking at getting 5 units a day. I actually jump to another shoe. You could sit on this shoe all day if you wanted to. I just don't prefer that. 7. How about we got another 4 or a 5 in here? What do we got? No, we got a 4. So we're going to be getting another card. So now we need a 3, a 4, or a 5. So we know we got another 7. So we lost that one. So now we hang out, we wait for the next trigger. We can also, if we wanted to, we could jump to another table and look for another trigger. So this actually went to 4 no mirrors. And now we don't chase it. You could, I have in the past, and it just pays to wait, because I have seen streaks that just go on and on. You don't want to get caught on the wrong side of it, so we just wait for another trigger. A natural 8. That's actually going to be a mirror. So if we would have went on one more bet, I did mark my second bet over here in my spreadsheet. So now our next bet is going to be for 800, which is my third step. So we had a mirror. So now if this goes mirror with a banker, then we are going to be looking for a player and for a player. That's an if, right? According to the main road hasn't dropped down over 3. So you could anticipate this is going to come over here. Looking at the derived roads, this one hasn't gone over 2. So a player actually looks like the better bet there. Player looks like the better bet there. So I would be thinking that a player is probably a good bet would be on this one would be the player, which would be a no mirror, which means we're just waiting longer. So we'll see what card the player gets to determine if the banker's even going to draw a card, since they've got a 3. It's going to depend on the player's third card draw. And we're going to get well, they've got a 1. So it looks like that is going to be, I mean, the player's going to, or the banker's going to take another card. And they win. I got 7. So we got 2 mirrors. Now we're going to be going for a no mirror with a player for $800. Click it, drag that over. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. So you can see we get this one, 800 minus 400 minus 200. Still going to get our 1 unit. Math. It's amazing. All right, let's see what the banker's going to get. So they've got a pair. We've got a 4. And a natural. A natural 9 for the player. Bam. Got our 1 unit. Took a little bit that time. That's okay. At least it was the one win and done. So now we're actually going to go look for another table. I also don't like going into a table that has over 50 hands, because if you do end up getting into that progression, it just takes too long. So here, just looking back a little ways, we had a no, no, yes, no, yes. We don't play next to a tie. We just let that go. Looks like this one's going to be a player for a no. It is. So no, yes, no. If we get another no here, no mirror, then we're going to be looking for a mirror up here. Otherwise, we're camping out. Get to hang out with me a little bit this morning. And the banker does get it. So we've got no mirror, no mirror. We're looking for a mirror for the player for $200. Just like that. Don't even need to mark my sheet. A lot of these shoes are getting kind of long in the tooth. This one's not. 15 hands in. We had a no and a yes. So we know just initially we're going to be waiting. So how would we have fared if we started off on this shoe? Not very often I start off on one. Oh, here we got a yes and a yes. So we're going for a no. So we're going for a no. But if we had started, this was a yes. It had a tie, so we don't count that one. Had a yes, so we would have bet here and bet here, lost both of those. And then on the third bet, it would have won. We don't make that next bet. So it went no, no, and then that would give us our trigger. And then right here we would have won, and we won right there. So you can see there was one time that we would have lost our first 2 bets, and then the next 2 times we won. So we've got a no and a yes. So we had a yes, no, yes, yes, trigger, no, would have won immediately. Yes, no, no. So here we had our trigger. So we had a no, skip the 2 ties, a no. We would have bet here and lost. And we would have bet here and won. Or here and won. Yeah, there and won. And then it went no, yes, no, no. So that would have been a trigger. We would have won there. And then we're waiting on another trigger. No. So you can certainly sit on one shoe if you want. I just like jumping around. So here we have our yes, yes, and we're looking for our no. Now this one will actually, if we didn't get this hand, this is where it actually jumps on us. This is where you have to pay attention to that 4th bet, or the second bet, the 4th spot, right? Because it could very easily go, okay, now you're on the other side. So just hitting double and repeat doesn't always work. Bam. Some of these other shoes are just starting over. So we just got a full column there. Good place to start. So we've got a mirror. And a no mirror. So no trigger yet. So actually would have been a good place for a tie bet. And a 5. A 9. So we've got a no, no. So now we're going for the yes. So $200 on the player. Got a pair. Thanks for pointing out the pair. It's not a perfect pair, but it's a pair. I guess that's what she's pointing out. Bam. Just like that. We've got our 5 units. Now, your goal might be a lot more than 5 units a day, right? Because you're going, well, I'm playing for $1 because I've got $346. I have to at least wait until I double that. So almost $700 before you're jumping into a $2 bet. And then once you've got $2 bet, I mean, you can still get as many units as you want to get in a day to be able to grow your bankroll. But you can see there's really not a lot of stress with this strategy. I mean, it's great. It's great. I haven't gone that deep in my progression. I think I've gotten to the 7th step one time with my progression. Never had to go beyond that, thankfully, right? Because the bet selection is what's key. And with that, hey, thanks for watching. Until next time, Mike the Gambling Guy. I'm out.